Okay. Ooh. Hello. How are y'all? Okay. We're going to be doing the Santa wreath today. I was just finishing up my ribbons real quick. I'm going to show you what we got. Okay. Alright, so we're going to do Santa. This is our mesh. Isn't that pretty? This is the Santa. Oh, let me get this going too. This is the Santa. Isn't he cute? He's got little stuff in his fuzzies. But there he is, and he's got little gloves. So cute little gloves in the Santa. And then our ribbons are red and white candy and red. I'm going for a really specific look, so I'm keeping everything very red and white for that reason. I have the specific way I want it to come out in my mind, so that's what we're going to work on. We're going to use an evergreen base. Hi. Okay. So see, here's my ribbons. Now, one thing I did a little bit different is my ribbons are cut at 13 inches, so a little bit longer. This is our evergreen. This is a 24 inch. All right, so I'll spread this out. I'm not good about taking all the time to spread all the little pieces because we're using it because it's easier when you have something that's a little bit bigger to use this. I thought about doing a swag and I decided to do it this way. But you can also do a swag very similar to what we're going to do. Stand up a little bit faster. Okay, yeah. Now we'll straighten it out a little. But we're going to be putting mesh in it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not spending a long time fluffing. Well, for one thing, we're not using it. We're using it as a base, right? So we're not going to be, if I was going to use this and just put things in the evergreen and not mesh, I would take a little bit more time. But if I'm going to be putting mesh in it and essentially covering pretty much all of the evergreen, then I'm not going to spend a ton of time fluffing it. I just don't want them to be lying flat. That's the big thing. Okay. I just want to be able to grab the pieces and use them. Okay. I did cut my mesh at 20 inches. Alright, now, what we're going to do is I'm going to take the other side of this, I'm going to push it against my body like that. And kind of make it a little bit of an oval. Okay, so you can see it's kind of an oval shape now. Almost kind of like a racetrack, right? So the reason I do that is because this guy is long. Okay, so we can kind of go around him and get his full length better if we do this oval. Okay. So this is how we're going to do it. we're going to take our mesh. We're going to do Messy Ruffles. This is the end piece. So you can see how it likes to do this. It's annoying, but it's not going to matter because we don't need perfection. We need color. Alright, so here's just a messy ruffle. Right, I just kind of gather it up. Place it down. Kind of spread it out. So I want to spread it out into the evergreen. Okay. Just like that. I do like to tuck the edges under just so there's no fraying. No, never had a mammogram like that. Interesting. My dad's having his surgery on Monday, and it is robot assisted, not robot done, but they have like a robot that makes it easier for them to see exactly where they're going, kind of stuff. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Okay. They're making everything AI now. He's having hip replacement surgery on Monday. He is 92. So this is going to be real interesting. We started the prep stuff. He has like this stuff he has to wash with for like 3 days, and the stuff he has to put in his nose. It's just the left hip. So just one. Thank God the other one seems to be doing really well. Hopefully it'll stay that way. Because doing this once is kind of, we hope, will be the ticket. So, there we go. Oh, what are you sending it to? I wonder if it went into spam or something, because I haven't seen any requests. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. I'll be glad when it's over, honestly. I got this horrible migraine yesterday. I think it's probably just the stress of knowing what's coming. I don't know. That's my guess. Been trying to keep myself busy. Yes, thank you for the prayers. So we've gotten, I knew that was too far apart. Let's get a better one here. There we go. Okay. There. Now I want you to see. So when we get him on here, we're going to have a bunch of red and white kind of all around him. Right? So you really can't see in this middle. So it's really not worth doing a whole bunch in the middle because you're not going to see it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the rest of the mesh and we're going to go kind of in between the ones that we just put in and even a little bit lower. So then we'll really have good red and white. Yeah. Well, yesterday I started working on my storage unit. I put a bunch of shelves in. So we're going to do more of that. Oh, cool. I love that. We would be happy to do that. I like doing custom signs. They're fun. Yeah. I don't think any of the surgeries for replacements are fun. They are going to do the epidural kind, so it's less the anesthesia. 92, that's great, right? Like, he really needs that. Okay, I want to make sure I get some extra at the top up here. Okay. The good thing about doing it with the Evergreen is you can really kind of put them just anywhere you want. It's not like a specific row or a line. It works super well. And of course, they already have all the ties you could ever need. Right in the Evergreen. Okay. Let's put one right in here. There. Put one over here. Here. There we go. So you see how nice and full that is. It's got a lot of red and white. Let's see, let's put one. Right in here. It out. See, now look. You see how cute that looks? We kind of need, let's take this one from the inside and let's put it right here. We need something right here. Like a little spot right there. And it is totally okay to do that. There. Now it's way more even. Okay. So what we're going to do next is we're going to take our ribbons that we cut at 13 inches. Just going to pinch it. Now this is where we're going to do it differently. We're going to do it like this. And we're going to go all the way around with them pulling out like this. Okay. I'm going to tuck that under. Just like that. So I want them to come straight out. I have a specific look I want it to kind of mimic. There we go. So remember, with this, it doesn't have to be in a specific place, right? So like when you're doing something with the work frames, you have a specific number of ties. So then you're kind of stuck with doing this specific number of ties. Yes, it is Teresa's Santa, and there is a link in the description. So I'm talking about the link in the description on YouTube. Okay. So what I wanted was to kind of have a good amount of the red and white going around, because you see how that's going to look? That's going to be so cute. I didn't want to put a whole bunch on this because Santa is the star of the show. Yeah, my mom's had 3 hip replacements, so we already know what they're like, so that helps some, right? There. See, I'm putting them fairly close together. Kind of one just right next to the other one at the end. And I'm only doing these 2 ribbons. These are both 50-yard ribbons. Okay, so pull them in the front. Still make sure you're getting that little curl so that they will go over the mesh nicely. So I cut 18 of these, but we may or may not use more. So I was thinking, how about we decorate the Christmas tree tomorrow? Y'all think that would be fun? We've got the flocked Christmas tree. We have the pencil Christmas tree. Both of those need to be done. I think it would be good for me to stay busy and not think about. My brother's coming on Sunday, so that will be good. There we go. The great thing is you can use just one of the ties and then kind of push it down to get it to where you want it to go. I really like that about the evergreens. Okay. Iron up a little. The evergreens are very flexible, so it really does make it pretty easy to do wreaths on. And you can use them all year round. So, this Christmas, after Christmas, when they put these on sale, stock up, because they're great to use for wreaths all year round, because they're just really versatile and it's pretty easy to hide them. So, alrighty. find all the decorations first for that tree. Okay. Look, we're about around. Okay. I think I'll put one extra right there. And then we're going to look and see if we need to do more than one row. I think we'll only need one row, but I want to look. I didn't know it was flocked. It's a flocked pink one? Oh. Isn't that cute? Look at that. Oh, we might need to do a second row. Let me look. I want to see. Okay. Hi. So if we have, yeah, kind of like that. Let's try. We'll have to cut some more, but that's okay. We're gonna do, what this is gonna do is this is gonna give it like more length and make it look like 2 layers, right? Even though it's really not. We can do a little bit less on the top. So it looks like we did 14 on the bottom. Okay. There we go. So yeah, just twist it around and then pull it out, just like that. This is going to be super cute. Yes, a happy wreath. I like happy wreaths. Yeah, I wanted it to look very, very specific. So let's cut a few more. I really like the red and white. Okay. So we're doing 13-inch. That way it's a little longer. I probably should toss these lower. And this red and white has glitter on it. Can you see the glitter? Kind of hard to see, but it's really pretty in person. Alright, let's try this. I'm not exactly sure how many I cut, but we'll count. There we go. I love being able to cut in bulk. Just saves a lot of time. There we go. I also dovetail in bulk because I like efficiency like that. No, this is Teresa, Wreath Addiction RN. It's her Santa. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm thinking probably 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Okay. So So we did 9 more. So we have 14 on the bottom. Then we'll see how many we need for the top. Okay. There we go. What costs an extra $50? Yeah. Isn't that pretty? It's like a ring of ribbon tails. Oh yeah, the compression. Yeah. It's ridiculous how all those are extras now. Used to be when you had these replacements, they would keep you in the hospital and they would do those every day. It's crazy. Now it's all about that dollar. Like, oh wait, if we send them home, we could charge them extra for this and that. Yeah, let's do that. Lovely. Okay. Yeah, we have, so every time my mom's had it, she would stay in the hospital and have like 2 weeks of rehab. But now they send you home and home health comes and does 2 weeks so that you're in your home, which is nice because who wants to be in a hospital? And then you do the outpatient. So there. Oh, this is gonna be so pretty. So it looks like we're gonna use 12 on the top. 11 on the top. There we go. There. Now, when we put him in, oh, see how pretty that is? Look at that. I love that. Okay. So let's put him in. So he comes with these. And what I'm going to do is place him down and flip it over so I can see where to tie it. I think I'm going to use a couple of extras so I can get to the frame. Okay. That way I can make sure it's going to stay in place. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so we made it into an oval, which is going to make it past the normal place you would put it, which is not a problem because we can just use extra pipe cleaners. Then, there we go. This is so adorable. I love this. Okay, now let's get this little beard clean here. Where do we want to put our little bits here? I think maybe here, like that. That's cute. Should we do them in like that? That's cute. Okay. So this one, I should be able to just I'm just kind of going around the mesh. Yeah, I need to use another one. So we've got some nice thick layers here, so it's going to make it. Yeah, unfortunately, that's what it is. So what I'm going to do is take this and put it up through here. There. Pull it up in here. And then we have a place to tie it. Yeah, so it used to be a week. It was, well, I think you could, that's right. I think you could stay 3 days and then you could either stay 2 weeks and do your physical therapy, or you could go home and start your therapy. That's cute. Can you see it? I need to put it this way. Like that. Yeah, let's do that. That's cute. It's gonna be like this. All right. So about right here. Tie down. I'll make sure I keep my ribbons out because I like that. I like that look. Okay. Just kind of make sure that's secured. Okay. I think we're good. Oh, this was fun. So I probably have to kind of straighten my ribbons just a tiny bit. But what I like is that this is going to give it a nice base. It's going to make the wreath wider so that it's a good base for the Santa. Okay. Just kind of stretch these out a little. I like having the 2 layers. That makes it look nice and thick and like a really nice base. Okay, there we go. All right, let's take a look at it. All right. Ta-da! Oh, that's so cute. Look at his little hands. See, look how pretty it looks, even from the sides. See that? See, now you really can't tell this is an evergreen you want, you could put, you know, little ornaments around it. I really wanted mine to be very red and white. So, it's super cute. I think this is super cute. Isn't this cute? Yeah, stinking cute. I love the Santa. Isn't he adorable? Awesome. So a different way to do it, right, with all the little ribbon tails. And with the ribbon that you can get at Sam's now, you can definitely do stuff like this because it's like what? $8, $9 for 50 yards? That's very reasonable. All right, that was fun. So tomorrow I think I'm gonna do the tree. So we'll go downstairs and go live in front of the tree. And then Sunday, depending on how long my brother is here, we might come on and do something else. So keep my mind busy. I think that'll help me a lot. So I was planning on coming live last night, but yeah, my head had other thoughts. So I had the migraine yesterday. Mom has it today. I think we're just stressed. Oh, look, you could put the little, these little snowflakes. I forgot I got those out. You can get these little snowflakes from Hobby Lobby that you can just kind of put them on the little ribbon. Let me see. Isn't that cute? Yeah. And they're pretty thick. Can you see? Yeah. They're in the little Christmas craft section. Alright, that was fun. So let's plan on maybe the same time tomorrow, like 4 o'clock. Yeah, so let's try to plan on like 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So that's 3 Central. I don't know what it is specific, but all right, y'all have a wonderful night, and I will see you tomorrow. The Christmas tree is flocked. It's from King of Christmas, y'all. It is so gorgeous, and it is going to be candy cane. I think I stuck on candy cane this year. Like every year, I think I get stuck on something. This year, it seems to be candy cane and gingerbread. Candy cane and gingerbread. Those seem to be the ones I'm stuck on right now. So, all right. Well, y'all have a great one, and I will see y'all tomorrow about 4 o'clock. All right? Bye, y'all. Thanks for